Hello everybody, this is a Lamley showcase. I've got new Boulevard sent to me by Mattel. I was gonna do the whole setup out here, but it is very, very windy. So I'm gonna show you what's in the case. Then we're gonna move into the studio and actually open these up and check out the cars on the turntable. I know many of you have found this at Walmart right now. It is a Walmart exclusive. So let's just get to it. This is what, the U case? I don't even know, what is this, the second mix of 2024, something like that. But I'm gonna walk you through, obviously 5 cars, there's 2 of each, and we start with the MBK van. Wow, this is gonna have to be a lot quicker. You can hear the wind chimes. I think there's even storms clear over there, but not looking good over there. Anyway, MBK van, we've seen it, pop culture, we've seen it with HKS livery. Now we have it with Advan livery. It's kind of cool to see this combination happening. Next one, probably my favorite, the Nissan Skyline RS KDR 30 in black. It's been in basic, but now we get this really nice with the California plates too. We get this really nice version in black to match the Japan Historics, was it 3? That came out a few years ago. Nice to see that one done. Next one, which is the most popular by far, Liberty Walk Super Silhouette Nissan Silvia S15. Just the basic that's converted into premium. When I say just, it doesn't mean that everyone's not going to be picking that up, because they will for sure. Very, very nice version. Obviously same as the basic, but a few more details on the front, back, top, everything else. That one is going to be very popular, and it is very cool. There's no doubt about that. Nice to see the 66 Chevrolet Corvair Stinger get kind of a Golf. Like if you look at it close on the front, it's got Golf headlights. It also shows on the car itself. We'll put that on the turntable. That one's nice. Leno is where that one debuted, so that's nice to see. And then we finish off with the Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 Fast and Furious, then was converted into that kind of middle premium. This is obviously gold, that was silver. This is a great color for this casting, and I absolutely love it. So we're gonna open these up inside where it's a little less windy, and I can actually put on a microphone, so I'll sound a little better too. But there are the 5. Let's open them up. All right, it's a bit of a tight fit in the studio. I usually do smaller things, but we'll open up some premium in here. The wind has dictated that. I'd love to go outdoors. Ain't gonna happen. MBK van in Advan livery is fantastic. You know, I don't mind unlicensed models like this. I wish it could be the Toyota van. Since it's unlicensed, but Hot Wheels is putting some really nice liveries on this, I think that's a nice makeup for it. I would always prefer licensed to unlicensed, but I think this is a very, very cool model. And seeing it in Boulevard, I'm okay with that, because unlicensed stuff will show up there. And so getting the MBK van in the Advan livery, I'll show you even in the tight quarters. There is that if you want it. I know these are showing up at Walmart's now. There's the other things in part of this gold level premium Boulevard. I'll do this off camera because it is, like I said, a tight quarter, and there it is in the Advan livery. Anyway, love this. I really do. I really do. Like I said, prefer licensed, but I'm not going to get too caught up with this livery. Now that we have an HKS and an Advan, I'll put this obviously in my Boulevard collection, but I might even put one next to the HKS, because it's kind of a nice little fleet that they're forming. You know, put some other cool liveries on this. I think there's some really cool stuff they could do. Falcon, some of these others that are kind of the iconic liveries. There's something in the front seat of that. Is that a dog? I can't totally tell, but there's something in the front seat there. I'm sure it's already, I'm sure that's been talked about. Is that an elephant? Maybe for the factory, I don't know. That's kind of cool. All right, that is the Advan MBK van. It's off the shot, but it's in the studio. Next one, and I'm definitely not doing this in order. Here's the 66 Chevrolet Corvair Stinger. Love this one too. It is kind of a Golf livery, and I'm wondering if this is based on a livery that we have you know, an actual racing livery. You guys will have to tell me. I didn't do enough research on that one to find out. Let's open it up. I could pull out the Leno. Well, maybe I can here. Hold on. Put this here. Found it. Very similar, right? The blue and the white. And that might be, you know, having to do with the type of model it is. But there it is in white with the blue stripe. Very, very cool. It's a really cool casting. I think they did a Corvair type, like a Corvair homage model in basic a few years ago, but this thing is just far better. And now we have this one more in that plain stock livery that I assume is like one that Leno has in his garage. And there is this one now with the racing livery. I'm going to look this up. I should have been prepared, but with the Golf headlight covers and the number 66 and some of these others, I wonder if this is based on. I mean, obviously the blue stripe on top. You know, it might be like they did this, they did a factory version of this Corvair, and then this is like the racing done right on top of it. It's kind of cool. I mean, you can put those together and see that they really are like companion cars, right? That's pretty awesome. Okay, digging that one. Put that off to the side too. Let's get to the next one. All right, LB Super Silhouette Nissan Silvia, the S15. Iconic Liberty Walk car based on an iconic Liberty Walk. In fact, give me a second here. Since I'm in the studio, I can go, if I have it on the wall, it's easy to access. So this is not the Hot Wheels, but this is the car that is actually based on. That's the S15 Silvia, but this is the actual, like, this is the old school Silvia that was actually the Super Silhouette racing car. This is Tomica Limited Vintage that did this one. Worth getting. They've released 2 or 3 of these. They're so cool. And this is the actual car that, you know, even the you've got the R30 Skyline that's a Super Silhouette that inspired the Skyline that's been a very popular Hot Wheels. But this is the actual replica of the real Super Silhouette, and I think even, yeah, you can remove the hood on this one. It's really cool. So cross branding there, but that's kind of cool. It's this Liberty Walk is based on that, obviously. But it's an homage car based on the modern S15. So there's the art. Let's open it up. I won't pull out the basic because it's stored away, but I'm assuming, you know, this one, the casting is built, so it has the headlight piece that's built in. They've obviously added a lot of details on the top and I think on the sides. It might have wrapped around the rear, but I'm not sure. So this thing is just a more complete version. You know, obviously we've seen brands. There's the Tomica Limited Vintage on the real car, but then we've seen Mini GT do an amazing version of this. But this is a nice Hot Wheels version of this casting or of this car. And, you know, done differently, 2 different approaches, right? Depends on how you want it. The realistic Mini GT is fantastic. This premium based on the more toy-like Hot Wheels version is nice too. No complaints on either side, but that thing is really, really nice. I know that's going to be the most popular. Liberty Walks always are. But I do think between, you know, I can understand the Advan, but there's better ones in this one in my view. Like this one. Porsche 918 Cayman GT4. Nice to see this one finally done. We had the white from a couple of years ago for Fast and Furious. Won't pull that out. It's just a white version of this car. But this one gets the 10-spoke wheels. There is the Fast and Furious they did for the Silver Line, as I talked about when I was out in the wind. Let's get this one open. I really dig the color on this one. There it is. Decent casting. It looks good. Now that you put it on the turntable and you look at it, you know, there was a couple, I wondered if if the proportions were a little bit off in the front versus the back, but I actually really like this. And the color, that might have been just more of a result of kind of the white car, but this one in this blue is just fantastic. I'll rank these. The mix is good. It's not the best Boulevard mix, but it's still a decent mix. And this Porsche I really like, actually. I like it more now that I've opened it, so we'll move that, and then we'll go to the one that is definitely the one I like the most. I should probably talk into the microphone. The one I like the most. Let's get it. Here it is, Nissan Skyline RS KDR30. This is the model that actually that Liberty Walk Skyline is based on. Not this one, but the original R34 is based on the Super Silhouette that is based on the R30. So there is an indirect relationship between this one And this one, because the original Super Silhouette raced against the Super Silhouette of this car back in the day. And then the R34 and the S15 pay homage to it. I'll stop talking about this. But here is the first version. There's basics. In fact, there's a basic version and a Target Red Edition. Do I have that? Yeah, so there's the basic version. That's the Target Red Edition that is just hitting right now. So there's that, and that's fine. But I'm more into like that panda type red and black, two-tone version of the actual car. And this is from Japan Historics 3, I believe. Fantastic, fantastic model. And I was hoping to see another premium version, and they nailed it with this one. Obviously, it doesn't have the panda decorations, but it looks more of a factory style. And this Skyline with that kind of copper color is, well, I should probably open it up and we should probably look at it, right? Before I start talking too much. So let's open this one up. Love the fact that they put the vintage California license plate on this one. This is the best one of the set. Easily the best one of the set. The license plate's a big reason why. The California license on the front and on the back. Love that. My friend Jay Coe has this car in the red and black. Ryo Asada designed this one and based this design on his car. And then they've moved it to premium. This one looks so great in black with the copper trim. Rims look great. Love this one. Just an all around excellent Boulevard release, this car. The rest of the mix, actually pretty darn good. You guys tell me what you think. I think it's pretty awesome. I'm going Skyline 1, Porsche 2. Actually, I might go Corvair because it's got that vintage racing vibe. I'll go Corvair 2, Porsche 3, Liberty Walk Skyline, and then the Advan. They're all good. Skyline is great. Corvair is great. The rest are really good, which makes for a good mix. Maybe not the greatest mix, but decent. You guys tell me what you think. Thanks, everybody. Bye.